Hey, developers, AI here, and today's story has two headlines fighting for your attention. 1. Cursor just made its coding assistant stupidly cheap for India. 2. The company doing this is about to be owned by SpaceX. Yes, the rocket company, for $60 billion. So why is a rocket company buying a code editor? And why does that matter if you're a developer in Jaipur, or Jakarta? Let's break it down. No fluff, just facts. Stick around, because the ending genuinely surprised me. Okay, first, the actual news. On July 27th, Cursor launched a brand new plan called Cursor Start, built specifically for India. The price? 649 rupees a month. That's roughly $7 US. And here's the part that matters for us. It's built in rupees, and finally, you can pay with UPI. No more dollar cards. No more currency conversion headaches. Now, what do you actually get? Cursor Start sits between the free plan and the $20 Pro plan. You get Composer 2.5, their in-house coding model. Grok 4.5, their most powerful model. Cloud agents that build and test code in the background. The iOS app, so you can steer agents from your phone. And full MCP support, plugins, hooks, skills, the works. But, and this is important, Start does not include frontier models from OpenAI or Anthropic, and it skips Bobot, Auto Mode, and the Cursor SDK. This isn't Pro, but cheaper. It's a different SKU, built around Cursor's own models. Now here's the question every product manager watching this is asking, how is $7 a month profitable? Third-party frontier model APIs are expensive. If Cursor Start routed every request through GPT or Claude, they'd be bleeding money on every single user. The answer is simple. Cursor Start runs on Cursor's own models, Composer and Grok 4.5, instead of costlier third-party frontier models. According to Simon Green, Cursor's head of Asia Pacific in Japan, that's exactly what makes the lower price sustainable, rather than a loss leader. In plain terms, when you own the model, you own the margin. No middleman markup. That's the entire trick behind localized pricing that doesn't torch the balance sheet. And Cursor's even adding VPN blocking verification to make sure this pricing stays exclusive to actual users in India, so it doesn't get farmed by people abroad. Let's talk scale, because the numbers here are honestly wild. India is now Cursor's third largest market globally, and it has the highest concentration of power users of any country. Developers here run more agent requests per person than anywhere else on Earth. Cursor's user base in India has more than tripled in the past year, crossing 3 million developers. And that's tapping into a talent pool of over 27 million Indian developers on GitHub, the largest developer community outside the US. It's not just pricing, either. Cursor has hired its first salesperson in India, is bringing on a Delhi-based leader, building out a government affairs office, and adding technical support hires. This is a real, boots-on-the-ground expansion, not a marketing stunt. And Cursor isn't alone chasing this market. OpenAI and Anthropic have both rolled out India-specific pricing recently too. This is the AI coding tools industry realizing India isn't a nice-to-have market. It's a battleground. Okay, now for the part that makes this story bigger than startup cuts prices. This localized India push is happening weeks before SpaceX's acquisition of Cursor closes. Back in April, SpaceX secured an option, either pay $10 billion for a partnership, or acquire Cursor outright for $60 billion. In June, just days after SpaceX's record-breaking IPO, they chose the aggressive path, full acquisition, all-stock deal. It's expected to close in Q3 2026, pending regulatory approval. Why does a rocket company want a code editor? Because SpaceX merged with XI earlier this year, forming SpaceX AI, and their AI division needs to compete with OpenAI and Anthropic. Cursor gives them the interface, the workflow, and millions of enterprise developers overnight. SpaceX AI has already been jointly training a model with Cursor, using XI's Colossus supercomputer, and that model is expected to ship inside both Cursor and Grok build soon. So to be clear, Cursor isn't shutting down. It becomes a wholly owned subsidiary, but keeps operating as is for now. The real question the whole developer community is asking, will a coding tool owned by a company with its own competing AI ambitions keep offering the model diversity that made it valuable in the first place? So here's your 3-point takeaway. 1. 649 rupees a month with UPI makes Cursor genuinely accessible for Indian developers today. 2. It's profitable because Cursor ditched third-party model costs for its own stack. And 3. All of this is happening on the runway to a $60 billion SpaceX acquisition that could reshape who controls the AI coding stack entirely. If you're an engineer or a procurement lead like a lot of you watching, this is a masterclass in how localized pricing plus own infrastructure equals sustainable margins. Something worth remembering the next time someone tells you AI tools can't be priced for emerging markets. Drop a comment. Would you trust a coding tool owned by a rocket company? Let me know below. I'm Aoi. See you in the next one.